Hello. I reread the blue text, which was me, to remember what this was about before reading the black text. But I didn't reread the green text, which was Aaron Minter previously. I'd do that if I was confused about what people were talking about. Oops. I doubt it. I mean, that's what the person said, but like I said, they're totally lying. It was just a comment by a parent, not, it wasn't about reality. It was more an ideal. I mean, the person even said stuff about group autonomy, which is different than the child reigning supreme. They couldn't even keep their story straight. Yeah, it was pretty pathetic. What Roosh said that I quoted. Not good. Or I don't know if it was Roosh actually. Let me check, because it was, I mean, it's his website, but there's lots of other bloggers. Oh, it was Roosh. But a lot of the time it's just one of his co bloggers. This paragraph is fucking epic. How many words is that? Oops. 373 word paragraph. Hopefully that was a quote of the full paragraph. If Justin left stuff out, then it could be even longer. I have the book, but I don't feel the need to check. Oh man, objectivists think carrots are like different than robots. Mindless robots with no values, kind of. Well, no one's consistently pro-death, or else they'd all be dead, you know? There can't be a totally pro-death culture. 'Cause they'd, like, kill themselves really fast. They wouldn't stick around. Email done. Easy, easy. Alright, and then there's another post on this thread. Alan. Let's see. True enough. Alright, Eastern religions. Let's see. Well, that's not right. It's Okay, I didn't talk much for that one, but I just wrote my thoughts out as I had them, which is sort of how I normally post. Yeah, I won't worry about it too much. Maybe I'll talk more next email, maybe not. It's partly, I didn't want to spend a ton of time on that, I just wanted to write something and send it. It's, it's good enough to advance the discussion. Okay, so this was Kristen Ely, and then me, and then pass, and then me. So the blue is me, and the green is pass. Oh yeah, I remember this. He was asking about where I learned to not suck, and I said, I don't know. And Yeah, it wasn't the books I read because I was already better in some ways before I read them. And because the reason he was bringing up, which is clearer, is other people read the books, like Fabric of Reality, which was my first really good book. And they read it and then they don't become awesome, and they don't post to TCS, and they don't get into Objectivism and so on. So, like, it can't just be inherent in the book that if you read Fabric, you do all the stuff I did, because, most people it doesn't work. So there's some other stuff going on. I don't think sexual orientation is nearly as hard to change as people say, and this is not that unusual of an opinion. Um, I just read an article the other day where this guy was saying how he became gay in order to piss off his parents, in order to better rebel against them. And I don't know if it was the same article or somewhere else, but it was saying how it's easy for girls to have a lesbian phase in order to piss off their parents if they want to, something like that. Um, so the point is that certain subcultures don't consider sexual orientation that hard to change in all cases. Like, there's a lot of girls that are somewhat bisexual because it's sexy now or whatever. Or maybe other reasons, but, it's reasonably common because our culture, in certain circumstances, in certain ways, encourages girls to sing, "I kissed a girl and I liked it," That's mainstream, and then more girls become bisexual when that idea is mainstream. And some people have noticed this and realized that sexual orientation is not totally super fixed. And it's not just something you're totally stuck with. I think most people, like, they have no clue how to change their sexual orientation. There's lots of stuff people are terrible at changing. Like, people are terrible at changing whether they get angry and yell at other cars while they're driving. Like, they know that yelling at the other cars does not do anything or get them out of traffic sooner. And it's just stupid and they're feeling bad for no reason. And it'd be better if they relaxed. And then they have their road rage problem anyways, often for their whole life, and they never fix it or change it. And does that mean road rage is this genetic thing that's completely unchangeable? Or even just really hard to change even if it's not genetic? I mean, sort of. Like, yes, lots of people have trouble changing it. But it's more because they're terrible at changing stuff than the inherent difficulty. If you're good at philosophy, I don't think stopping having road rage is all that hard. Like, I've never had road rage, but if I did, that's the sort of problem that I would be able to solve. I'm pretty confident that I could handle it. And I don't think it would be, like, super hard even. So, like, sexual orientation is harder than road rage. But if people are so bad that they can't even fix road rage, then if sexual orientation is only, like, 3 times as hard as road rage, then yeah, they're gonna fail at it. But it's not necessarily amazingly hard. I guess I'll write something about that. This is kind of a tangent, so I'll label it so he doesn't think I'm arguing with him. Okay. Do I want to say anything else about this email? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Let me leave this unsent and go look at that other email in the thread and see if I get some more ideas while I'm replying to this one. Oh, let's see. So this is Aaron Mentor in blue, and it's the same me in green. Is that? Wait, did I get confused? Oops, okay, Aaron Mentor in black here. I'm in the green. There we go. And the pass email I was just replying to is in the blue. I'm better at knowing who wrote what than saying who wrote what with the colors out loud. I normally don't have to, like, explicitly tell people who's who. And, like, when I'm reading, I can usually tell who's who just by what they're saying, without even paying attention to the color necessarily. But here, I was trying to tell you guys who wrote what without actually reading it, only looking at the color. So that's harder. Anyway, yeah, Aaron's saying somewhat similar stuff to what I did, because I was talking about road rage and approach anxiety as two examples of, yeah, people are bad at changing all kinds of stuff. I guess I can say that explicitly. Did I? Uh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of pathetic. He's just like, I don't know why I do stuff. There's like RST Tyler's videos talk about stuff like tricking your brain into doing stuff. So it has, like, Passive's the type of person that would be geared towards, because he doesn't know why he does stuff. But if he could, like, trick his brain into getting him to do other stuff, it might work, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of pathetic and powerless and passive. Yeah, but, like, realistically, um, that does happen to people. Like, they are passive and powerless, and then something comes along, and then they quit. Um, they don't have much control over it. You have to sort of get to a certain point of understanding philosophy and being good at stuff before you have much control over your life. Which is a good reason to prioritize uh, getting control over your life. Well, he'll just pick a random topic and get stuck. And so he won't get anywhere on any of the topics. So this won't really get him unstuck. I don't see how this is going to help. Like, if there was a topic that he liked or something, he could use that one, it'd be fine. But it's not just gonna... I don't think there's, like, an easy answer here. I don't expect that he's gonna read this, and then be like, oh, and then do it, and then it'll solve this problem. I don't see that happening. And then, like, you say don't stop until you actually make progress, but then he'll just pick one and then get stuck, and then he can't stop, so he's just stuck on that one. Maybe my new videos will help. Okay. Let's get the link. Oops. Pause. Alright, there we go. Okay, I'm done. I hope you learned something. Write comments, give feedback, ask questions, do something. Don't just watch silently and never say anything. I mean, you can if you really want to, but it'd really be better if you said more than nothing. If it's not working for you, can you give any indication whatsoever about why it's not working? Like FI posting or the videos showing you how to post or anything else. Oh well. Good luck.